You finished me! Jacky screamed, her golden stool clattering to the ground as she stormed out of a restaurant. Wafula stood frozen, the stolen stew in his hands, while Jacky's piercing glare burned through him. Behind her, the laughter and chatter inside the restaurant turned to confused murmurs and then cries of disgust. Someone shouted, "Jacky, what have you done to this stew? It's bitter." The once bustling restaurant fell silent, the air heavy with betrayal. Jacky was not just any cook, she was a legend in her village. Everyone knew about her stew. Delicious that people crossed rivers and climbed hills just to taste it. Even the queen herself made regular visits, sitting humbly among the villagers for a plate of Jacky's food. The center of it all was a golden stool. Jacky never cooked without it. It was said that the stool was a gift from the ancestors and it brought her wisdom and strength in the kitchen. Jacky had only one rule. No one was allowed to take her food outside the restaurant. If you wanted Jacky's stew, you ate it right there. Yes, her restaurant overflowed with life. The queen, her family, and every notable figure in the area dined there regularly. People laughed, stories, and savored the sweetness of her stew. Jacky's life was perfect, or so it seemed. One day, a man named Wafula, known in the village for his greed, stepped into Jacky's restaurant. He ordered more stew than anyone had ever dared. People watched as he devoured the plate after plate. He ate, Wafula called out to Jacky, "Your stew is sweet today. Can I pack some for my family?" Jacky stopped mid-step, her eyes narrowing. "Don't ask that again," she said firmly, turning back to serve another customer. Her voice carried an edge that silenced the room for a moment. Everyone knew the rule. But Wafula was cunning. While Jacky's back was turned, he quickly poured the stew into a bag and slipped outside. When Wafula stepped out, Jacky felt it. Her chest tightened, her heart raced, and her hands trembled. She stormed outside and found him. "You finished me!" she yelled. Her voice was sharp, filled with rage and despair. Wafula froze. He stammered, "I didn't mean." "Go!" she barked. "Leave!" He dropped the bag and ran off, his greed trailing behind him. Jacky returned to the restaurant, but something was wrong. The customers were no longer smiling. Instead, they were spitting out their food, their faces twisted in disgust. "Okay, what is this? The stew is bitter," someone shouted. Another voice joined. "This isn't your stew. What have you done?" Jacky's knees buckled and she fell to the ground sobbing. A golden stool sat abandoned in the corner, its shine dim. Days turned to weeks. Jacky's restaurant was empty. The once vibrant laughter was replaced by silence. Jacky locked herself inside, avoiding the villagers' judgmental stares. Depression consumed her, and the once found Jacky became a shadow of herself. Desperate for answers, Jacky remembered Amma, an old friend who had introduced her to the charm she used in her stew. She traveled to find her. Together they went in search of the witch who had given Jacky the charm. They finally reached the witch's village. She was nowhere to be found. Amma, however, reminded Jacky of what the witch had once warned. "Never let anyone take your food outside. The charm is bound to the restaurant. Break this rule and you will lose everything." He collapsed to the ground wailing, "I didn't mean this. I didn't mean for this to happen. I only wanted to give people joy." Amma tried to console her, but Jacky's heart was heavy with regret. They returned to the village where no one welcomed her. People whispered about her, calling her a fraud. Chief eventually summoned Jacky. She stood before the entire village, trembling. "Tell us the truth," the chief demanded. Through tears, Jacky confessed everything. The charm, the rule, and how Wafula's greed had led to a break. Gasps echoed through the crowd. "I was wrong," Jacky said, kneeling before the chief. "I've learned my lesson. Please forgive me." The chief said, "You've broken our trust, but everyone deserves a second chance. No more charms, Jacky. Cook with your heart as you once did." The next day, Jacky returned to her kitchen. She cleaned it thoroughly, wiping away the dust and memories of her mistake. She sat on a golden stool this time, not as a symbol of pride, but as a reminder of humility. Hours, she cooked with all the love she had left. When she opened her doors, no one came. She cried herself to sleep that night, praying for forgiveness. Second day, a small boy entered. "Can I have some stew?" he asked shyly. Jacky smiled and served him the best bowl she could make. That spread quickly. By evening, her restaurant was full again. People marveled at the taste of her stew. It was even sweeter than before. This restaurant returned to its former glory, but she never forgot the lesson. No more charms, no shortcuts, just love, patience, and the golden stool beneath her. And for Wafula, no one ever saw him in the village again. This tale serves as a reminder that taking shortcuts through dishonesty or dependence on unnatural means will eventually lead to downfall. True success comes from hard work. Greed and disrespect for rules can destroy not only your reputation but also harm others. Redemption is possible, but it requires accountability, honesty, and a willingness to change. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Kindly like, subscribe, and share.